Welcome to our video interview series where we interview Valley leaders about why they love accounting and if they could go back in time, what advice they would give to themselves at that staff or senior level. Today we're speaking with Tabbie Bosch. I'll put her full bio in the show notes, but I wanted to talk to Tabbie today for a couple of reasons. Not only was she able to use her accounting degree and really make a mark for herself in some really well-known organizations, but she's also managed really large accounting teams, and she's consistently recognized for her leadership and management style. So today we welcome Tabbie. Are you ready to get started and tell us why you love accounting?
I am, yes. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, sure. I know you're not expecting this question today, but do you have one accomplishment that stands out in your mind?
Yes, absolutely. I was ranked the #1 leader out of a Gallup poll of over 400 leaders within the organization. And so I'm really, really proud that having this really large organization, I was voted the #1 leader. And this actually came at a period of time when my group was being eliminated due to my group being absorbed by the parent company. So not only was I the #1 leader of the company, it was during a very hard time for the employees as they knew that their jobs were being replaced.
And that's across the whole organization. So your accounting, and typically accounting, we have the stereotype, no personalities. Not only did you get that, it was against marketing, it was against operations, it was against the whole company, correct?
Correct.
Nice job, nice job. All right, so if you were able to go back to when you were a staff or senior accountant, what advice would you give yourself starting out?
So one of the things I would tell, there's several things I would tell myself, but one of the large ones I would tell myself is that constructive feedback does not mean that you're failing. It's not a negative if you get some constructive feedback. Your skill set is not what is likely to hold you back from advancement. More often than not, it's your soft skills that are going to hold you back. Receiving feedback will help you address those soft skills and will be the building block for your leadership skills. So that's probably #1.
Okay.
2 is mistakes. A lot of people, especially as accountants, we're bred to think that you have to be fast and you have to be accurate. And this is true, but mistakes are how you learn. So don't fear them, own them, learn from them, and don't make the same one twice. And the last, this is a great piece of advice that I would also tell anybody. And anytime I take over a team, this is something that I go in and I kind of force the issue. Know where your money is made. Understand where the money is made and who's making it. For example, in the construction industry, the people that are making our money are what I call the boots on the ground. Being able to know who those people are, what they go through on a daily basis, helps me understand my job better, because ultimately I'm going to be successful at my job if I am able to go to people outside of the accounting world and be able to speak to them in a manner that's understandable and actionable by them. Going to any leader and saying, hey, I need you to cut your budget by 10%, I'm not speaking in terms that they understand. But if I go to them and I say, hey, I was looking at your productivity, and I think if we can lower your productivity by a couple of points, it's going to have a really good outcome for the bottom line. And here's some ideas that I have. So now I'm speaking in a language that they can understand. But with my education and my background, I've already done and crunched the numbers to know that this particular productivity impact that I'm asking for is going to get me the 10% budget cut that I need.
So why do you like accounting?
Okay, so I love opportunities that are made available by having an accounting degree. Every industry and business needs accountants, whether it's a private or public sector, and you're not just isolated to one path. Most companies have a CFO, and most likely that person has accounting in their background. And many people think that attaining a CPA certification or working for a large auditing company is the only path that can lead to success, and this just is not simply true. Accountants are needed in every industry, such as semiconductor, manufacturer, mining, construction, and that's just to name a few. And there's also many facets of accounting, such as accounts payable, accounts receivable, payroll, costing accounting, budgeting, financial statements, general accounting, ensuring the GAAP is followed. And another misconception about accountants is that we have to be good at math. This is also just not true. It's not a fact. What accountants are, we can be rule keepers, we can be standard setters, we can be historical reporters, and ultimately analysts that become the translators to the other professions. So from my experience and perspective, having an accounting degree allows a person a career with unlimited opportunities. The only thing that is going to limit your opportunities is the one that you impose upon yourself.
All right, Tabbie, we appreciate your time today. Stay tuned for our next series next week where we interview another Valley leader. Thank you.
Thank you.